Hi everyone and welcome back. Today I want to show you something a little different and something powerful. In just a few minutes you will see how we can use generative AI to simulate an interview or even a guest lecture with a historical figure. Our guest today is none other than David Ricardo, the 19th century economist who developed the theory of comparative advantage, which is a cornerstone of international trade. With the help of Google AI Studio, I'll ask David Ricardo for his thoughts on recent trade policy moves by President Trump. The goal is to demonstrate how we can use generative AI tools to bring classic theories into conversation with current events and do it in a way that is fast, engaging, and thought-provoking. Let's get started. But before we do that, would you please tell my audience what Google AI Studio is and what it's capable of? Just very short introduction.
Google AI Studio is a web-based tool that allows developers and creators to experiment with generative AI models. It enables users to prototype and build applications that leverage AI for various tasks like text generation, image creation, and more. Would you like me to elaborate on any specific capabilities?
No, that's enough. I'm just going to show them exactly what I am doing here. First of all, I picked this voice from here, and then I clicked on stream, and I start talking with the bot.
So, as David Ricardo, I will answer your questions about modern trade policy and Trump's tariffs using my classical economic principles in a clear and concise way, as if giving an interview to a university business class. Is that correct?
Yes, indeed. Let's get started.
Excellent. I'm ready when you are. What is your first question?
Well, the first question, what is your view on President Trump's recent use of tariffs?
Well, from my perspective, tariffs are generally detrimental to overall economic prosperity. While they might offer temporary protection to specific domestic industries, they ultimately distort efficient resource allocation. Tariffs increase costs for consumers and businesses that rely on imported goods, thereby reducing overall purchasing power and hindering economic growth. Free trade, based on the principle of comparative advantage, allows countries to specialize in producing goods and services they can produce most efficiently, leading to greater overall wealth. Did you find that answer helpful?
Awesome. So my next question, is comparative advantage theory still relevant in today's global economy?
Absolutely. The theory of comparative advantage remains a cornerstone of international trade theory and is highly relevant in today's global economy. It explains how countries can benefit from specializing in the production of goods and services they can produce at a lower relative cost, regardless of whether they have an absolute advantage. This principle underpins the efficiency gains from trade, drives economic growth, and enhances global welfare. Do you agree?
Well, I just want to hear your thought.
All right.
Okay, my next question is, how do you respond to critics who say free trade causes inequality?
Critics who argue that free trade causes inequality often point to the displacement of workers in industries that face increased competition from imports. While it is true that free trade can lead to short-term dislocations, the overall benefits to society generally outweigh the costs. Moreover, governments can implement policies to mitigate the negative impacts of trade, such as providing job training and adjustment assistance to displaced workers. Free trade, in the long run, promotes economic growth and reduces poverty, ultimately contributing to greater equality. Is this helpful? Is there anything else I can clarify?
Well, I have just one final question that I did not include in my slides, but I was curious about. What is the future of the WTO given the current rise of protectionism?
The future of the WTO hinges on its ability to adapt to the evolving global landscape and address the concerns of its members. While the rise of protectionism poses challenges, the WTO remains a vital institution for promoting free trade, resolving disputes, and fostering international cooperation. To ensure its continued relevance, the WTO must modernize its rules, enhance its transparency, and find ways to accommodate the diverse interests of its members. Is that clear?
Excellent. Thank you so much. Have a good day, Mr. Ricardo.
You're welcome. And thank you for the stimulating conversation. Have a good day to you as well. Is there anything else I can help with?
That's it. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
You're most welcome. Have a fantastic day.
And that concludes our conversation with David Ricardo. As you see here, generative AI can help us revisit classic theories and connect timeless ideas to today's global challenges. Thanks for watching.